With great love and respect in my heart, I welcome you to this beautiful Sunday morning. People present here in the temple, and you in the sky temple, in your own home. It's beautiful to sit with each one of you. Before we begin today, let's just take a moment to arrive and settle down. So wherever you are, just pull your spine straight. Open your shoulders. Lighten your mind. And close your eyes. Invite that peace, calming, cooling sensation in your eyes. Cooling sensation in the eyes. Relax your facial muscles. Neck, shoulders, spine, softening the belly, get grounded. Imagine the breath is rising from the belly, coming towards the heart as you breathe in. As you breathe out, attention coming back to the navel. As the breath rises towards the heart, your heart opens, the heart lotus opening. And as you breathe out, the lotus is closing. Let the imagination open the heart lotus on the in-breath. Watch each petal just unfolding. And with the breath out, the lotus is closing. And the next breath, keep the lotus open. Focus fully on the open heart lotus. Let the breath come and go on its own. Very quietly, pause the breath wherever it is. Just pause it. And release before you begin to stress out. Pause it again. And release before you begin to stress. Pausing again. See what's happening when you are pausing the breath. If there is a feeling of contraction, that's what you need to expand. With the breath paused, holding the feeling of expansion in your mind, be still. Nothing to look for, just being. Fully content. Just breathe. Now we are going to think about the stillness of our eyes. Stillness of the body, stillness of the breath, stillness of the eyes, stillness of the mind. Holding the attention at the center of the forehead. With the breath paused, awareness of the stillness of the eyes, we remain still. Gently, we open our eyes, greet ourselves, greet each other, and thank you for taking this time. This morning I woke up with a little story somewhere I had read. There was a village in the Himalayas somewhere where people lived very simple life. Many had never left the village. One day, someone showed up there on a motorcycle, and a little boy made friends with this guy, and this guy was going somewhere else, and this boy got on the motorcycle. Old man who was standing by, he looked at the boy and he said, "Young man, your life is never going to be the same again. Because you are traveling faster than your body is made you to travel." Just that experience, one experience. This fascination of going faster, wanting more and more and more experience, more knowledge, that this fascination that has come in our culture, is it really doing any good to us? In the name of acquiring more knowledge, we read. We go to seminars, we go to talks, we go to retreats. Keep gathering more. But it's all information. It's really all information. There is a difference between information and knowledge. We can acquire lots of stuff. Our house is filled with stuff. How many of those things we really appreciate? I go for a walk sometimes in the night, and I see all the men sitting in the garage. And garage is filled with stuff. And in a corner there is a little TV, and there is a man sitting there. Here is a big house. Nice things. But he's sitting in the garage, surrounded by his stuff. This is the story of our life. We keep on accumulating. And how much of that is really useful? The knowledge we accumulate. May our prayer be, may I be able to live, practice what I already know. Our mind is very tricky. When it's time to practice, mind will say, maybe there is a better knowledge, deeper knowledge. I want to learn something more. Being able to practice what you already know, that's what makes our life rich. Things that are closest to us, the most precious to us, we take it for granted and go on looking for more. We all know, I'm not saying anything new. Things that are closest to us and dearest to us, we take them for granted. Be it our parents, our spouse, the friends who are readily available to us, who want to spend time with us, fascinated by something else. The grass is greener on the other side. When we were little kids, I still remember my little English textbook. There was a picture of a dog going over the bridge who was having half of the chapati in his mouth. He looked down his shadow. In the shadow he saw another dog. That was himself, his shadow. And he started barking. The chapati fell in the water. आधी छोड़ पूरी को धावे पूरी रहे न आधी. Same thing. What we have, without appreciating it, we go for something more. We lose even this. May I be able to live what I already know. May I be able to appreciate what I already have. Slow down. Slow down. This fascination with running, we accumulate so much stress in our body. Stress. How often do we really just lie down on the grass, in the sun, and imagine, not even imagine, be present to the sun that's touching our skin, the breeze that's touching our skin, the moisture that's in the air, Mother Earth that we are laying upon, and the vastness of the sky, the space. It's all there. It's all there. Have you ever experienced just the expansion within your body when you are laying down, instead of contraction? Imagine your body is as vast as the sky. Let your imagination flow. Instead of imagining the negativity and all the bad thing could happen, if we are just imagining, why not imagine the good things that could happen, or that are happening, or that are already there? I'm not speaking this reading a scripture. Whatever I say, really, it's experience. This morning I was doing yoga out there in the sun, and after doing, just lie down. And for a moment, just feeling that all these things were present right there. Yes, I had to come and give a satsang here now, and I have to, right after this, give another satsang. Doesn't matter, but being in that moment and feeling the warmth of the sun. Let the imagination a little go farther. Imagine that light of the sun expanding within your body. Every single cell of your body is breathing the fresh air of the morning. Every single cell of the body is receiving energy from the sun. And it's such a beautiful feeling, such a rich feeling. But that feeling comes once we slow down, take a little time. The truth is, all the great scriptures were written the age when there was not all these things. The great scriptures were written by people who spend time with themselves, contemplating in deep meditation, who have learned how to slow down. Or in Ayurveda, the yogis were, the Vaidyas, old Vaidyas were able to count how many arteries are in their body. When the modern science found after they came out to be close. How were they able to count how many arteries in a human body? By being still, counting their own. Those old scientists, old Vaidyas, old rishis did not experiment on somebody else. They experimented everything on themselves. Everything, the knowledge that they have given, they experimented on themselves, not on somebody else. Everything we need to know is within. The knowledge is within, provided we are still, we are slow, introverted, spend time with ourselves. Slowing down, taking a little time for yourself is not a waste of time. I see people, oh Babaji, I'm so busy, I got so many things to do, I have no time. What are you busy with? We are busy with things that are already changing, constantly changing. Taking a little time to be busy with or occupied with that which does not change. Soham, that I am. Or even just I am. That's one feeling that has been with us from the moment we were born till the last breath we take. The feeling of I am. Before something else comes, that I am happy, I am sad, I am this, I am that. No, without any adjectives. Just, how about I am? That is God. Without any flavor. The moment a flavor comes in, the individuality, the ego has come in. But before that, what is there? Whether you call it the consciousness or God or divine self, divine mother, divine uncle, doesn't matter. Just I am. And when you hold your breath, still your breath, be in that pause, that's what you are experiencing. Without any color, without any flavor, without any identification, without any story. It's closer to you than you can imagine. It's closer to you than you can imagine. But our fascination with running, trying to find something more, trying to find something new, takes us away from that. The story will continue. And it's okay. We are in a human body, we live a story. But that's not the whole thing. You're sad, you're angry, you are upset, you are sitting with some resentment, unfulfilled expectation. All that will continue. As long as you identify with that, it will be very real.
Is it okay to come in?
But just take a little time. To be with that part of the self which doesn't change, which is there as a witness. Body is born, someday it will die.
Stay. I'm okay.
The story that we are preoccupied with will end one day. While living, if we can experience the self, which is not separate from God, we are very blessed. Thank you all for taking this time. Whatever came to my mind, I shared with you. And I have to go and give another little satsang, so it's going to keep it a little short. Shannon, you can open the rooms. People could greet each other, and please, you greet each other. Thank you all.